Nice. I couldn't hear it though, but
Yeah. So, hey everyone, it's Skyla.
hey there.
We're here finally. Blame me. Blame me. As always. I got the times mixed up as wrong. So, yeah. So, we're here. We're in the house. We're officially live. Late. Yeah.
And stop getting them times mixed up.
Yeah, I thought it was like 12:30 and it's like, no, it's 1:45 now. I was like, okay. So, how are you?
Oh, pretty good. Other than I said, I got over a headache a couple hours ago.
Yeah.
Friggin'
I want
weather
everyone to,
changing here.
I want people to cheer me up tonight. So, I just had a bit of an off day. So, yeah. So, all good comments, please. It's all good. So, we need everybody in the house. So, yeah. Oh, man. So, everything's exciting. So, like, I've got a few little surprises because we've done there's a little bit of twist this week with the list, even though we're going to do that last. Hey, moderators in the house. Guess who's in the house? Yes.
Hey there.
It's John 420. How are you doing, sir? So you got a job to do. You've got to make me laugh tonight. So that's your job. You've got to cheer me up. So yeah. How is everybody doing? So what I'm going to say is right as well is we're doing our normal giveaway tonight, but for the two people, for one, maybe two people tonight, they get something a little extra put in their prize. Surprise, isn't it, Andre? Yeah. And I won't be revealing it now, but I've already picked my two winners for Saturday for the contest. So the contest is officially closed. So yeah. So
No, wait. Are we streaming again tomorrow or Saturday?
I don't
Because
know
I know
what
you
that
said something last week about it being the 28th, which is tomorrow, Friday.
I'll see how we're feeling. It's only because I've got to have the drug test tomorrow for me wrestling, my next match. So yeah. See how
I
I
was only
feel.
asking so I could let Chris know.
Yeah. But Saturday I've got to do the contest winning and Q&A.
Okay.
But you can always you can always pop in there and say hello, and you can ask us questions. So, oh, I love your tag, attitude era for life.
Of
So
course.
yeah. So should we show it? Should we show? Because you've got the most pickups this week, or like an update. Why don't you start first with yours?
Okay. Starting off, I guess everybody in here knows I love me some Sally Field. I found her breakout role, which is the 1976 TV miniseries Sybil. And in this miniseries, she plays a woman with 16 or 17 different personalities. So I'll basically just say it's multiple personality disorder. And Joanne Woodward is the psychiatrist who tries to help her. I can't really say a lot without diving into spoiler territory, but definitely highly recommend it. There are some moments in there, if you're sensitive like I am, it'll mess you up, but that's all I'll say. Next one was a gift from Skyla, 1980s Little Darlings. Probably one of my favorite movies. Basically, two girls at summer camp make a bet to see who's going to lose their virginity first.
Yeah. Because I know that was on your bucket list.
Yes.
So yeah.
Next one I picked up, I usually run in a double feature with Little Darlings, is Jodie Foster in Foxes, basically about 4 teenage girls in Los Angeles. I'm just going to go through these quick so we aren't going for super long, but The Final Girls, great little throwback to 80s slashers. Frances, if you're into stuff about old Hollywood like I am, Jessica Lange plays Frances Farmer in this one. She was an actress from the 30s or 40s. I picked up Grease, which is a favorite of mine. Rest in peace, Olivia Newton-John. Fort Apache the Bronx, a great cop movie with Paul Newman. I love me some old Hollywood, so I found Mildred Pierce starring Joan Crawford. A martial arts movie called The Princess Blade. Sam Neill, Nicole Kidman, and Billy Zane in Dead Calm. Paul Newman in The Hustler. The Color of Money from 1986 is actually a sequel to this. Dr. Strangelove, one of Kubrick's best movies in my book. Monty Python and the Holy Grail, another favorite.
Yeah.
Behind the Mask, The Rise of Leslie Vernon. This one is another great little slasher throwback. I'm going to be talking about this in the list video tonight. I will say Robert Englund as a Dr. Loomis type character, just great to see. Motel Hell, a favorite of my grandma. Blue Seed, which was a favorite anime of mine and also where my name on Instagram comes from. Jodie Foster in The Brave One. If you like vigilante movies like Death Wish, this one's right up your alley.
What's that called?
And won this in the contest.
Is that called The Brave One that you said?
Which one?
The one that you said that's like Death Wish?
The Brave One.
Right, so I can write it down as my recommendation. So I can look it up. So
And Anchorman, which was a contest win a couple years ago. And lastly, the complete series of Death Note.
Yeah. So just want to say to Titan #1 fan, you weren't late at all. You were right on time. I was late coming on, so it wasn't Dre's fault. It was mine because I got the times mixed up. So yeah. Hey, we got way up, dude. He's doing his little emojis. Yes.
I don't even see them. I just see the words.
It's face red, heart red, shape face red, heart shape face red, heart shape face. So he's like smiling because we're on. So yeah, here's my pickups. I've got one Blu-ray and the rest in DVDs, and 2 of them are recommendations from Rainy Night Gamer. So yeah, here's the Blu-ray first. This is The Loved Ones. I'm actually doing a review on a review panel series called All the Colours of the Door. So we've got The Loved Ones, and this is a major upgrade for me because I had this on bootleg. So yeah. Speaking of the other movie that I'm doing for All the Colours of the Door soon is The Untold Story. So I'm excited for these 2. So yeah, and then a movie I just scrolled up looking for something else, and I was like, oh, this is interesting. And I do like vampire movies. Is Vampire Shadows. It was only like £2.50, so it's all good. And then the 2 movies that were recommended to me by Rainy Night Gamer, the remake of The Town That Dreaded Sundown. Yes, so I have it. But if he comes on in a bit, I'll definitely show him. because he said he was coming on. So yeah, and then how do you pronounce this?
Malevolence.
Malevolence. That's it. Yeah, so that's the other one. So I didn't get many this week, so I got more for the giveaway. So yeah, and we'll
I
show that.
probably grabbed a few more than I should have.
Yeah. So tonight we're gonna do. Hey, your homie's here.
Oh,
Hello, Chris. How are you,
well, hey
sir?
there.
You'll probably be joining us hopefully on Saturday. So yeah,
He
we're
should
late.
be.
Yeah. Yeah. So yeah. So tonight is designed for me to be cheered up. So yeah. Sean 420 with the thumbs up, lads. Yeah. Oh, I need to read this to you. This is going to be. I think I need to read this to you. Listen to this. Someone's just posted it.
What is it?
Someone from AEW. This is AEW personality Arn Anderson. Recently spoke on his podcast about a various of professional wrestling topics. Yes, we got Mr. Bones in the house. Heidi ho.
Hey.
So Arn Anderson was on his podcast and he basically was talking about Wardlow, and it was because people were saying Wardlow needs a manager. So he put, I don't think anybody expected that. That's kind of really not from left field. It's down from the first baseline or something. That guy has got so much potential, so much talent. He is such a class act. He is focused. He carries himself like a professional. He does everything right. He's just been getting some bad advice from day one. Bad guidance in this business. When that locker room sees a guy that's got unlimited potential, the claws come out. You know what I'm saying? They try to shut him down before he ever gets rolling in all kinds of political ways and physical ways. And you name it. Playing with his head, breaking in a man's car is pretty stout. So we had just a couple of closed door conversations. I just said, you let me worry about what goes on the floor because I've thought about it, I've seen it, and I've done it decades before anybody else. Manipulating the situation from the floor. Let me just free you up to do what you do, and that's clean house. Don't worry about anything else that goes on. I'll take care of the floor. You just take care of the match. What makes it such a big victory is that the guy he beat, Powerhouse Hobbs, is a stud and is a superstar in the making. Make no mistake. That guy has got unlimited potential as well. So it makes the win even bigger. So and then it was how he felt about being in front of the AEW crowd again. You get to a point in this business if you're going to be in for the long haul and you're not in it for the money. Grab and get out as some guys are. But if you want to make an occupation out of this and a career out of this, you figure out pretty quickly it's not about the money. It's not about getting a great table at the restaurant or being recognised at the mall. What it's about is the reaction from that group of fans. There's nothing like it. It's why you suffer through the pain. It's why you make the long trips. It's why you sleep in airports and eat rotten food. Because at the end of the day, the payday is that reaction when they're kind enough to give it to you, and especially when you've earned it. There's nothing like it. That's about
Exactly.
that's about Wardlow. Arn Anderson talking about Wardlow, and now they put Arn Anderson as Wardlow. So yeah,
Well, Kurt Angle once said that if you come out and the crowd is silent, you're doing something wrong.
but here's the thing: Wardlow's always come out to cheers as himself, but with the backstage, as Arn has basically said, Wardlow's had backstage issues. and it was through you know who, his bitch of a girlfriend. So we don't know what. I don't care what's going on with them. That's I'm not asked because I'm living in somebody else's world, and that's the way it goes. But at the end of the day, talking about Wardlow as the wrestler, I do feel personally he did needed a manager. He's good on the mic, but he's how do you explain it? You know, you know that
I get
word.
it.
Yeah, he just needs that little bit of a nudge to reel it in a little bit. That's what I mean. So yeah. So as Sean 420 did say, it is top 10 horror movie mask, Mr. Bones. So I want everybody's lists down in the comments because a couple of yous are getting an extra surprise in your prizes. So yeah, I'm actually shocked that somebody's not on yet. And he said to me he was coming on. So
I'll get another one here in the meantime.
yeah.
Tonight's strain, for anyone who's wondering what Dre is on, is Jedi Kush.
He's here. I was about to. What the? Comes out of nowhere. Yeah, because we all know why. Because you picked it for me. There you go. I was just about to message you and say, "Where the heck are you?"
First in, just as I'm mentioning the strain of the night.
Yeah, yeah. So we've got our second moderator in the house. And the only person that's ever made me blush. Yes, you did. And now he's being shy now.
I
Yeah.
was told you were the one that came up with the idea, Luis.
Yes, you did. You told me because I needed help.
I didn't even get mine list done until yesterday.
I've had mine done for about 3 days.
Like right when I was messaging you yesterday is when I started working on it.
Yeah. So yeah. And our other moderators in the house, Sean 420. So we got the two. I don't know where Brent is tonight. He said he was going to pop on. Look at this. He remembers now.
Uh-uh.
So how do I
Did we
look?
watch anything good this week?
Shall I start?
Well, since I did the since I started the pickups, I would say yeah.
Okay. First of all, because I only done obviously I'm just doing the free reviews this week. Yeah. You've got to be numbered. You've got to type them down, Mr. Bones. So yeah. So anyway, what was I gonna say? Yeah. So obviously I'll start with the Gore Queen Army pick. And what was it, Andre?
Please don't tell me it was one that I picked.
Yeah, it was.
Oh my goodness. Was it? I don't know how many I've talked about with you this week.
Summer of Fear.
Oh.
Yeah, so it was Summer of Fear. And I will say this though, not to be like the bad girl in the room, but to me it wasn't one of Linda Blair's best films. She's done better than this.
A lot of people say it's not one of Wes Craven's best either.
It's not far from it. It's too low budget. It was very
It was a TV movie though too.
yeah, and you could tell it was because like of how the character who was living with them pretended to be the cousin. She was a witch,
Mm-hmm.
but she didn't look like your typical witch, which was strange. So yeah, so I watched that and then I watched another one, a random one that I found on eBay called Snow White, and I was like, "Whew, this is going to be an okay one." And I was actually impressed with the movie because it wasn't like your typical Snow White movie. It was like,
Is it like a horror type version?
yeah, but it wasn't too horror, if that made sense.
Who was in it?
Eric Roberts.
Okay, no, then it's not the one I'm thinking of.
No, it's completely
I'm
different, but
thinking
it
of
was
another one called Snow White, a Tale of Terror that had
oh
Sigourney
yeah,
Weaver and Sam Neill.
yeah. No, this was a different, but it was honest to God, it was really I enjoyed it. But I got copyrighted, and I don't know why. How I got copyrighted? They copyrighted they give me a copyright strike.
Probably from the little clip that you threw in, which can happen sometimes.
Yeah, yeah. Bruce Wayne has just said the same one you said.
Well, yeah, because when you said Snow White, that's the one I was thinking of.
Yeah, but it was a really good fun flick. Hey, we've got all the moderators in the house. Brent Mania,
Nice.
Bruce Wayne. We have a young Monica Keena. She was in the one you were on about. So we got
Mm-hmm.
all in the house. But
I forgot
yes,
she was in that.
the, the last one I reviewed gave me my third 10 out of 10 this year of the year so far. Bam! If you like fucking gut and if you like balls to the wall epic killings, this is the movie to watch. And who recommended it? Me, Louise, aka
Nice.
Rain. So fucking good. I would watch this again and again and again. And also, this is your clue because this is also in my top 10 as well. Because she wears a mask. And it's not a
Hmm.
male killer, it's a female killer. So look, there you go. Here's a
Ooh,
comment
those are
for
both
you.
pretty good. I've had Rocket Fuel before, but I've never had Sunday Driver. I'll have to ask my buddy about that.
Are they types of weed?
Yeah, they're types of strains. Like Jedi Kush is a different type of strain too.
Yeah. The only one I knew was sort of a devil something.
I'm trying to think. I don't know if I've ever heard of anything with the name Devil in it.
Or
At least not that I've come across.
or Diablo or
Now, I have come across something called El Diablo a
that's
couple
it. El
times.
Diablo. That's it. El
That is
Diablo.
pretty good.
I've heard of that one. So yeah, they're the
But
three
this
I've
kind that
reviewed
I've
this
got
week.
here, this Jedi Kush, my guy gets it specifically for me. He saw the name of it and instantly thought of me because of the Star Wars thing.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Speaking of Jedi, James Higgins is now an ordained minister, and he can perform Jedi weddings. I kid you not. He said he can do Jedi type weddings.
Wow. That's what me and Barry wanted to do.
Well, when you renew your vows, you know who to ask then.
It was either going to be that or a Dragon Ball themed one. We were trying to find some Code of the Saiyan or something like that.
Do you know what you could have done? You could have just married in the registry office, and then done
That's what
like
we
a
did. We went over to the county courthouse.
do the county courthouse, and then do your thing, because that's what I want to do.
That's probably what we're gonna do because I want to have all my friends there. They're still all kicking me for them not being able to be there, Chris included.
Yeah. Well, I'll make sure that I come over. I'll definitely make sure I come over. I've just got to, all I've got to do properly over my flight is just get the flight changed over, just get the flight date changed over, coming out and getting the return flight.
Yeah, because I've already talked to one of mine and Chris's friends that lives in Wisconsin, and she said she's gonna be in Holton Lake some point this summer. A
Yeah,
couple others, I talked to one, but her summer's booked. She's being cryptic, which I understand. A lot of family stuff, and some. I believe she's starting
yeah,
grad school.
yeah,
I think them are the only two I've talked to so far. There's one over in McBain who I know I'd better reach out to, or she'll drop kick me.
yeah.
That's just like a
How,
town or two over from here. Chris
when are
knows
you
which one I'm
thinking of
talking
doing it?
about.
When are you thinking of doing it?
I don't know yet. It'll probably be after we get into the house.
Sound. Yeah, there you go. Look at that. Look at this. I want to make a best man speech to embarrass
Of course
Andre.
he does.
I've only got, how is Skywalker? Does he
I
need
haven't
me?
gotten no Skywalker yet. I wish I could get some. Actually, my buddy can, but I have to have the money up front.
Yeah. And then
It isn't like what I do with him.
Mr. Bones said, "Dum diddy dum, get out the way, 'cause here we come." I'm so glad that Mr. Bones is a part of this tonight because he usually does his own stream. He has a live stream himself on a Thursday. So I'm glad he's a part of us tonight. Horror movies, I can't carry a conversation about that. No, you can ask me anything as long as you cheer me up, because I know how much you can cheer me up, Brenty. Brentomania. How's the weed today?
All this stuff's pretty good. It's the same stuff I've been getting for the past couple weeks.
My list is up there, and yet I gotta go at 10. Did I win? Yeah. I haven't seen you. I haven't seen it. Can you see anyone's comments? I can't. Hang on.
I'm looking at them, but I don't see a list.
We don't see a list, Mr. Bones.
No, I don't.
Let me see if I can see it normally. No. Mr. Bones, you always win. Oh, did you know that yeah, Mr. Bones, you always win, Brent said. But Brent's just said a good point. Did you know John Belushi has a weed farm?
You mean James Belushi? John Belushi's been dead since 1981.
Brent.
James is John's brother. Yeah, sorry, but when it comes to SNL, especially the first 5 years, I know my shit. Belushi was my dude. But if I had to pick a favorite out of that original bunch, hands down, Gilda Radner. Look up a sketch called The Judy Miller Show.
Yeah. Oh, Sean 420's just put his list up. My top 10 is Orange Built. Oh, I think he's.
Yeah, I'm only seeing the second half.
Yeah, I'm only seeing his second half. Hang on. Wait 1 second. I'll post it on here. He's posted it to me Instagram.
Oh, okay. I think people are going to be interested in. I think people are going to be shocked by mine.
Yeah, same here. Right.
Like I wish there was a way I could post pictures of all of them.
I know.
Okay, I see it. Yeah, I was about to say I see Sean's other half of his list. It's popped up on the comments here.
Yeah. I've just posted Mr. Bones's. Oh, I'm intrigued. I want to know more. So there's Mr. Bones's list for everybody to see.
Jason Leatherface Myers. I've never seen Laid to Rest. Nightbreed, I think I've only seen that once. Oh, he's got one on my list.
Whoa.
Number 6.
Yes. Oh my God. I'm in heaven.
I didn't think of Hannibal.
Right. I'm just gonna see if we've got any of the same. Me and Rainy Night Gamer, we've got one the same,
Let me see if any of
two the
mine are the same.
same, three the same.
I've
But I'm
got 3
actually
the same
I'm
with them
actually
too.
shocked. I'm actually shocked that he hasn't put one the same as mine. I mentioned about it before, and it
So
was in
far,
the
nobody's even thought of a couple of mine.
yeah. So we've got a couple, but like Signs. That's a good horror movie with Mel Gibson.
No, thank you.
Nope.
I hate that director. And the sad thing is, I liked Unbreakable and I liked Split. Everything else he's done, no. The Sixth Sense, I thought that was stupid. Signs, that had to be one of the dumbest I've ever seen. You got aliens that can't get past a friggin' panel of wood and water kills them.
Yeah.
Yes, I gave away the twist of a 20-year-old movie that I don't like. What of it? Forgive me, I'm having fun.
You're allowed to. Did he? Bruce Wayne hasn't done his yet. Yeah. So what's new with everybody? Brent saying.
Same old with me.
Yeah.
Same mess, different day.
Look at this. No, I forgot Blood Widow. And he went, well, it's actually tied number 4 with Alice Sweet Alice Mask. I've sent you Alice Sweet Alice as well last week. Well, it went.
There is one on my list that does have a little bit of a tie to Alice, Sweet Alice, but I'll talk about it when I get to it.
Yeah. And then Brent is, do you like Old by M. Night Shyamalan? Whatever you want to
I
call it.
never even
Ooh,
bothered with that one. The minute I heard he was doing it, I'm like, no.
what's that? Swing Away Merely.
That's from Signs. That's at the end. That's when they find out water's what kills them because Joaquin Phoenix's character hits one of the aliens with a baseball bat. He falls back into a dresser, and all of a sudden, the glass of water tips, falls on its shoulder, and starts. And it's like freaking acid to him or something like that.
Yeah. Well, there's Tyson #1
like
fan.
why would you? And not to mention, it makes no sense. The fact that why would you try to conquer a planet as 80% of something that's toxic to you?
Good
Barry
point.
just hit it right on the head.
Good point. Same shit, different day. We've got Sean in the house, not Sean 420, a different Sean. Hey, Sean. I forgot Valentine 2001. Night Breeders. Yeah.
That is one on my list. I'm surprised somebody mentioned it.
Yeah. Chris tried watching The Village and got bored.
Yeah, he owned it at one point, tried passing it on to me. I swear that's how I ended up with it. Because I had that movie at one point, and I got rid of it quick. Never even watched it.
Yeah. All right, I'm going to take just a toilet break for like 2 seconds and then we'll come back. I'll show everybody what's up for grabs and then we'll go into our list if that's okay. So you can still chat away with everybody, Andre. I just need to.
Oh, yeah, I will.
I'm just taking the mic off. So I'll be 2 minutes. We don't have to talk about horror movies, Brent. Tell them that, Andre.
Yeah, we ain't got to talk about horror movies. We can talk about music, wrestling, whatever.
Yeah, that's what this live's about. We talk about anything and everything.
That's true. Horror movies aren't everybody's thing. So I have a few friends that aren't into them. Thoughts on the new World Heavyweight Championship? I do not like the way it looks, to be honest with you. And oh, dare I say, I missed the championship from the Attitude Era days. And that's all I'm going to say about that one. Sean 420, you want to know what 45s I'm looking for? Oh, that's a lengthy list. If I had a way to do it, I would send you my Discogs want list because I have it saved on my phone. But I really don't know how to send it other than through email or something like that. But as far as like, do you have? Oh no, Brent, I don't smoke out of a bong. That hits me too hard. I used to have a bubble pipe, which worked pretty well, but I gave that away. And normally I use, if I'm low on weed, I smoke out of the bowl. Or if I don't have any papers, I'll use a cigarette filter. Um, but yeah, Sean, like I was saying, if I was to go by just count alone of how many 45s I have, it's over 1,000 because there's 5 boxes sitting over by my stereo right now that hold 200 each that I bought them specially off of Amazon. Then I got 2 other regular boxes in the bedroom, one full, one like 3/4 of the way full, so probably maybe around 1,500, I want to say. And I've only been collecting for, I don't maybe going on 3 years. Oh yeah, Bruce Wayne, they definitely should bring back the Attitude Era belt, I think. I miss the old women's championship too. I like how that looked. It was just a better look than the ones they got now, in my opinion. Isn't Big Show still in AEW? At least that's where I heard he was last. No, Brent, I disagree. Roman's held the title for way too long. It is time for somebody else to be holding that title. Do not get me started on this. That's what I was thinking too. I was hoping, for the big gold or even like a throwback to the Attitude Era belt, but instead they bring out that new one, and I'm just like, yeah, that's kind of ugly. Ooh, pretty nice list, Luis. Listen, I've still got to see that Edge of the Axe. And then Phantom of the Paradise, I've got to see that because I'm a huge De Palma nerd. V for Vendetta, I've seen that. That was a good one. Saw, of course. That Blood Widow I haven't seen either. Other than The Collector, everything else on your list I've seen, except for, like I said, Edge of the Axe and Phantom of the Paradise. Oh yeah, the Attitude Era Intercontinental belt was beautiful too. Bruce Wayne, that was definitely one. Tyson, yeah, they should have gave Cody the title at WrestleMania. I think instead of letting Roman keep it.
Oh wow. That's 40 bucks.
Oh.
I'm coming.
Nah, Brent, it's just, when you've held the title for close to 3 years, it's time for someone else to be holding that belt.
Yeah, I agree on that one. And it should have been Cody. It should have been Cody.
I mean, if we're gonna be talking about long title reigns here, people forget about Michelle McCool's reign as Divas champion. Well over 300 days, couldn't nobody defeat her.
Well, what about my reign? 969. Hang on. Hang on. 969 days.
Now, see, you got a great reign too.
And that was at the Stardom. No, the white belt Stardom Championship. I've forgotten what it is now. So if anybody can lighten me, I had that belt for 969 days.
I mean, I can't exactly
Wait,
gripe
no,
about Roman's reign.
he still hasn't done the labels for me, the logos.
Like I said, I can't exactly gripe about Roman's reign when Triple H has damn near long a run.
Well, there's a winning comment right there. Yes, Mr. Wayne. You got it.
I'm gonna when I get WWE 2K23, I'm gonna figure out how to create a version of you in the Create a Wrestler, and I'm gonna take it through the new Legacy mode on there, and I'll
Yeah.
stream it too.
Yep. I worked for Stardom, yes, from 2015 to 2018.
Sean 420,
Or
May Young
2014.
again. She's no longer with us.
Yeah. Yeah. Mr. Bone said WrestleMania main event pissed him off.
Night 2 wasn't as good as the first one in my book.
Yeah. Well, that did. Well, that wasn't supposed to have happened. I was supposed to have got the belt, and then I can let you in on the storyline now. What was supposed to have happened, but it didn't happen that way. I was supposed to have got the belt, and then I was doing a backstage to like congratulate me as the champion before like my dad's match, and then unbeknownst to me, 1 minute I put my belt on the side, and the next minute the belt was gone, and then I turned around, the belt was smashed everywhere. So that was the original storyline, but obviously the belt didn't come in time, so we've had to improvise on something else. So yeah. Yeah. Read that.
Yeah, of course it's because Vince came back.
Yeah.
God. Talk about somebody that needs to just friggin' stay away.
Oh my god, these comments are epic tonight. I had my belt for 20 years, but I bought it at my department store.
That's funny.
Yeah. You do know how much custom belts are costing to make? A lot of money. Mine cost about 400. It was 421. Yeah, if Cody would have won it would have been amazing.
Yeah, Brent hit it right on the head. Wrestling fans are never fully happy, unfortunately. That's
Yeah,
sad but true.
yeah. I think Seth Rollins deserves better. Yeah. I'm gonna get WWE 2K23 as well.
I'm just waiting for it to go on sale, because then I can get it with the season pass.
Yeah. Read that. Brent's face. Now I'm blushing. Look at that. The boyfriend does it again.
That's his job.
Of course. You did say you liked my eyeshadow, so yeah. Yeah, Vince screws up everything. I'm going to get oh my god, retro in the house. We should
For
call
real.
retro mint. Rainy Night Gamer later says you too, Dre. And then he put laugh out loud.
Thanks. But if we're gonna talk retro, we got a Super Nintendo in this house.
Yeah.
I'm trying to get an NES and a Sega. But I need to get my hands on those new PS2.
Or PS3.
Including a pencil mustache.
Super WrestleMania on Super Nintendo. I didn't have that one. I had WrestleMania the arcade game, and I had Raw. And then pretty much every system I had after that, except the N64, I had wrestling games for. Like when I had the PlayStation or the first PlayStation, I believe it was Warzone. I know I had the first two SmackDown games. And then PS2, I know I had like 3 or 4 of the SmackDown games up to Here Comes the Pain. I had a couple of the SmackDown vs. Raw games. I stopped after that because I didn't get a PS3. Then I got the PS4. I got the 2K19, which was alright. 2K20 was garbage.
Yeah. For Bruce Wayne's comment. Yeah. Hang on, let me do it properly. Right. There you go. Love retro gaming after NES. Whatever I had was for wrestling games.
With me, it was usually wrestling games, racing. I liked a couple of first-person shooters like Doom and Duke Nukem. My big ones, though, were the RPGs like Final Fantasy, especially Final Fantasy VII.
Oh, we've got another recommendation from Sean. Another top 10 recommendation. Whoa.
Oh, I'd be down for that one.
Yeah, so would I. As for people that don't know, I loved computer games growing up, so I am a gamer myself. You wouldn't think it. Interesting.
I would have never thought it.
I know. Well, now you know. I do actually own an Xbox, a GameCube. I do own a few. A Mega
I
Drive.
said, we've got Super Nintendo, we've got the PS2, got the Xbox Series S, which is Barry's main system, got the PS4, and then my main system is PS5.
Oh, I had a Sega Game Gear. Remember Simpsons Hit and Run?
I had the Game Boy. Of course, I remember Simpsons Hit and Run. Chris, how much did we play that at my house? I used to borrow that from Brian all the time.
Yeah. It says touch 6.
It did take 6 batteries, whereas the Game Boy, which I had, only took 4. Oh no, I got it wrong. Simpsons Hit and Run wasn't the one that our buddy Brian had. It was Road Rage, the crazy taxi clone. Well, yeah, Hit and Run was awesome, but I liked both of them. Road Rage, because it was, like I said, it was just like Crazy Taxi. You're picking up the Simpsons' different characters and taking them to different places they want to go over to town. Each character had different sayings. Like if you were playing this Chief Wiggum and crashed through something, he'd go smashy, smashy. Homer would have Mr. Plow as a special vehicle. And then Hit and Run.
Now I'm in heaven
Hit
now.
and Run, though, was like friggin' a GTA Simpsons game.
Yeah. Well, look at
Me
that.
too. My
Same
first
here.
was the NES.
My
Although my
first was
first
the
experience with
Atari.
gaming was the arcade.
I had the Atari when I was like 3 or 4 years old.
I played on that a couple times, but the first one I owned was the NES.
So we always is going back to old school gaming. You've got the Atari, Commodore 64, the
I never
Amiga.
played that.
You've never played it with the floppy disk and the tape?
The floppy disk I have because of the Apple IIe. But as far as like the Commodore 64, like I could name the systems I haven't played on. The Commodore 64, the ColecoVision, the Intellivision, the Jaguar, I never played on. That was in the 90s. I never had a GameCube. I never had the Wii U. I played on the Wii, but we never had one. I had the Xbox. I had the 360 for a couple weeks, but we had to take that back. Xbox One we had until the rager over here behind me demolished his controller.
Over a 10-11 streak loss.
And who is to blame for that? I told you to quit playing that stupid game. Long time ago, I told him quit playing this friggin' game that caused him to smash his controller.
Yeah.
I'm outside smoking one day. I friggin' come in to find him smashing the controller in a rage. I'm like, what's this about? I got mad because I'm like, well, now I can't play either. Thank you. Oh yeah, Chris, that's right. You were next door to us when that mess happened. Even Chris heard you next door to us.
Oh boy. He's starting.
I mean, he smashed that thing to bits.
It wasn't easy.
Oh boy.
I've never
He's
seen that
starting.
before in my life. I've thrown a controller here and there, yes. Never have I thought to smash one.
Dre, he's starting.
I mean, I'm sitting there like, the game's pissing me off. I'm gonna get rid of the game, not trash the controller.
Dre, he's starting.
I see that. Behave.
One second. Ooh. I'm getting a little bit hot here.
Ugh.
Oh boy.
Yeah, Wade, yeah, Brent hit it around the head. TMI, TMI.
Yeah. He's got it in one. It's called blushing. And
Yeah, Brent's got it right on the head. Do you need the rest of us to go so you two can have some private time?
oopsie. It wasn't my fault. Oopsie.
Exactly, they're friggin' expensive.
Ooh.
Like I said, I've thrown my controller, but never thought to smash one because I'm just like, argh. I'm like, no, I'll get rid of the game.
What's
And I'll
he?
get something that ain't gonna bug me.
I ain't saying anything. I ain't saying anything. I'm not saying anything because it's too much TMI. I did. Wait, what? You didn't tell me that.
Heal on that.
I didn't know that. We haven't said anything yet. How's the weather? It's been mixed. So the other day was quite warm. Not as hot as I am now, but and then today's been like quite cold. You best add be as well. Friends, are you getting that pot and you're going, wee? Jesus. I didn't think you were
Yes, you
that
can imagine
expensive.
how much a PS5 controller is. Like probably like 70.
I play Sega CD. Ooh, nice. I like the Sega.
That is one I never played. I played the Genesis, but not the Sega CD.
Yeah. What did you? Because you called it a different name to what we called it. we had a console called the Sega Mega Drive.
Yes, for you guys it was the Mega Drive. For us over here it was the Genesis.
Right.
Because the Sega CD was an add-on
Yeah.
for the Genesis.
Yeah. Somebody went to school with somebody I went to school with was a year behind me. No joke, she got into pornos, my friend. I don't know why, but he found one of her videos. She was barking like a dog. What?
Well,
Brett?
there was a girl Chris and I went to school with, a couple grades behind both of us. Did the same thing.
Yeah, I will agree with that. There's someone in my school that was obsessed with doing it behind the bike sheds and in the toilets. She used to take a guy with her in the toilet, and you'd hear like orgasm toilets when you're trying to go to the toilet. And this was like
I could never have done that.
12 years old. This was in our annex. Because we had the annex one was like in like we were like 11, 12. And then we go up to like the main, like 2 different buildings. But yeah. I was like, we used to wind them up and we used to go, wait. We used to pretend we were the teacher, and we used to go, right, what are you doing in there? And then we'd run out the toilet, and then they'd run out and think, where's the teachers? And it wasn't. It was us taking the piss. So yeah. So yeah. Oh, Sega CD has so many. Oh,
Oh
that's what
yeah,
I
it
hated
had a
about.
ton of chords.
Yeah, it was mental. So Andre, and for anybody in the chat, we're talking like gaming here now. What's it like with the PS5? Using the PS5?
I'm still getting used to the like the main like the home screen on it, but as far as like the games themselves go, it depends on what you're playing, but the graphics are usually top notch. Like it's since it's the current system right now, pretty much every game that's coming out is tailor made for these systems because the Xbox Series S, which Barry has, is actually I don't think it's as powerful as my PS5, but it's almost on par. Now, if he had the Series X, however, he'd have the more powerful system in the house. But currently, I have the more powerful system.
Yeah. So what? Because Sean 420 has a PS4. So for Sean 420 and Dre and Tyson, #1 fan. So What's it like with a PS4?
It's a lot easier to use for one. Like if you, for example, if you're trying to delete a game off your system, you can just do it from there. Whereas with the PS5, it'll depend. Like sometimes you can do it from the main screen, but other times you'll have to go into your library, and then sometimes it won't let you delete certain things all at once. Like if you're trying to delete one game with all its DLC, it might delete the main game, but then there might be that occasion where you'll have to go into the system and delete the DLC files, which I don't know why they do that. But I don't really, like I said, I don't pay attention to a lot of like the technical stuff. I just got it because I like to game, and I've been with PlayStation since the PS1.
Yeah.
Honestly, the only one I didn't have was PS3.
Right. Just wants to screen save that. Yeah. PS Vita should have been supported better. That was a good handheld.
I never had one of those either, but I heard good things about it.
Yeah. Oh,
Bless
bless
you.
you,
Thank you.
buddy. So what's Barry playing?
Um,
You want to tell the
looks like
chat?
Borderlands 3 again.
He's
which
obsessed
is
with
what he
that
was
game.
playing last week.
He's obsessed with that game.
He's what I call consistent. If he's playing one game, he sticks with it.
Yeah.
It's rare to see him doing what I do, which is switch after a couple hours.
Yeah.
Maybe it's because
So
I get bored a little bit easier.
I want to know what console you've got now. What game did he like playing on that console? What's the favorite game? Let's get it in the chat.
Ooh.
And Dre, would you get a Stream Deck? A Steam
A
Deck?
Steam Deck? Oh, if I could afford it, yes, I would. Yeah, if I could afford one, I would.
Yeah. Best game handheld. Oh.
I had the Game Boy, so I'm gonna go with that.
I'd say the Nintendo Switch.
Chris just got one of those.
Yeah. Someone likes WWE 2K23.
Yeah, because I'm gonna get the PS5 version. Hopefully. I'll have to figure out what to delete off that thing. The hard drive on it is so small. I'm gonna either have to delete one of my sports games, which is I have Madden 23 and NBA 2K23, both which I play a ton. And then I have Grand Theft Auto 5, which that's like my one constant. It's almost never off my system.
Yeah, so Marvel
And
Alliance
that's
Book of
definitely
Gaming.
one I want for PS5 because I have 2K22 for PS4, and I've seen a lot of gameplay and stuff for 2K23, and I'm dying to play it.
No, it doesn't matter what console you've got, Brent. We want to know what's your favorite game from what console you have or you've owned. So your favorite game, basically. So
I have a couple. Grand Theft Auto 5, like I said, that's one of my current ones. Let's see, for more retro, I would say Final Fantasy 7, definitely.
that's up there for
Because
me.
that is the first game that I can remember playing that actually made me cry.
Yeah. So
If anyone in here's played it, you know what part I'm talking about.
look at that. Someone's got a PS4. It's the favorite console. So now we want to know your
Oh
favorite
yeah,
game.
that one's up there for me. But if I had to pick like a console, I would say was my all-time favorite, PlayStation 2.
Yeah.
There was just
Yeah.
too many good games on that system.
Yeah, PlayStation 2 and the Xbox 360.
Well, actually, the 360, their main competition was the PS3.
Yeah. Well, that's what I had. A Xbox 360. Yeah. Which part made you cry?
The Death of Aerith.
Yeah. So now we want to know what's your favorite game or games. So Dre said one. Have you got a couple more, Dre?
Well, yeah, like I said, Grand Theft Auto 5, Final Fantasy 7, um, Resident Evil 2. I'm trying to think. Definitely Grand Theft Auto Vice City.
Yeah.
And then if I'm gonna go really retro, Paperboy on the NES.
Oh. Do you want to know mine?
Sure.
Mortal Kombat.
Oh,
Are you ready for the next one? Soul Calibur.
yeah. Those are all good.
Are you ready for another one?
Mm-hmm.
Spyro.
Oh yeah, Spyro was always cool.
Ready for the next one? Sonic and Knuckles.
Any of the old Sonic games were good.
Yeah. SmackDown, Here Comes the Pain.
Yes.
And what's the other one? Streets of Rage. We're going classic now. Pang.
Oh yeah, we are. Parasite
Pang.
Eve was another of my favorites.
Have you heard of Pang?
I've heard of Pong.
I think it's the same. Where there's a little guy, a little shooter, and he shoots the ball and it explodes into. Yeah. So we called it Pang, you called it Pong. Adam's Family on the Amiga. That was a classic. Obviously Street Fighter, Super Mario Brothers, Space Invaders on the Atari. What was the other game? There's another game that I had. Obviously Pac-Man.
Oh, Chris mentioned Super Mario RPG. I'm sure he remembers the time when I was pretty much playing nothing but Squaresoft stuff.
Mario. Classic
I had
Mario
a
Paint.
phase. I had a phase with this company that put out Final Fantasy VII, where after they put that game out, I pretty much bought and played everything they put out. Like if I saw Squaresoft on the game's ad, I was scooping it up. I was a Square fanboy.
Yeah, Pac-Man. Yeah, Tyson #1 fan likes the Atari. But right, name some fighting games on the PlayStation 2.
Let's see, we had Street Fighter, we had Soul Calibur, we had Tekken, we had
That's it.
Marvel vs. Capcom 2, which was one of the best ones.
Yeah.
We had so many different freaking fighting games. I mean, we had fighting games here based off of comic books, based off of anime.
Double Dragon. Yeah, but the one I was thinking of was Tekken and the Capcom one.
Marvel vs. Capcom 2. Oh yeah, that game was phenomenal.
But my favourite fighting game of all time is Soul Calibur.
Mine, I would say Street Fighter.
Yeah, I like Street Fighter.
I just don't like the way. I just don't like the way Capcom runs their stuff with Street Fighter now. They make you pay to have all the good characters.
Yeah. Ooh. Telltale, Walking Dead Season 1 and 2, Red Dead Redemption, Wolf Among Us, GTA San Andreas, Heavy Rain, Detroit Become Human, Jak and Daxter, Avatar The Last Bender, PS2. Oh, damn. They are so awesome games, aren't they? You'll have to show me some of them when I see you, so. And I want to play them.
Shoot, I have most of those. Well, I don't have the first Red Dead. I have Red Dead 2. I have San Andreas. I have Heavy Rain. I have Detroit. I have all 3 Jak and Daxters, but I don't have that Avatar game. The Telltale Walking Dead games, yeah, I highly recommend those too.
Yeah.
Yeah, Bruce Wayne named off a couple more for PS2. We had a Justice League fighting game. Def Jam had Fight for New York and like 1 or 2 other ones. I remember a fighting game that the Wu-Tang Clan had on PS1.
Yeah.
Like over here in the US, our library for the PS2, I think totaled over 7,000 games total. I'd have to look it up to be sure, though.
Oh, South Park and Love Shack is funny.
Chef's Loves Check. That was a cool game. It was like a bunch of mini games, like a little game show type thing.
Yeah. But
Yeah, the first Last of Us was great. That second one, no. That second one was trash. Do not play it if you haven't. Don't go near it. Oh, thank you for the count, Brent. I started Detroit Become Human, but I haven't gotten that far in it. I love that studio stuff too. Beyond Two Souls was my favorite.
yeah.
You have to play with me too.
Yeah. The Last of Us is a masterpiece, but two
But
is
the second
garbage.
one, yeah, I agree. The
Yeah.
second one is trash.
Oh, I'm so happy now. Look at his answer.
I saw. Chris with the Harry Potter games, which, yep, I remember those.
Yeah.
That new one is amazing. That Hogwarts Legacy.
Yeah.
I gotta go back to playing that.
Yeah. Yeah, because definitely we can play games. Yeah, obviously, me and you, we can play some fighting games together today. We know that.
Yeah,
I want to hear more about Heavy Rain.
that's a good
Enlighten.
one. Like I said, I love everything from that studio. They started with one called Indigo Prophecy that was on the PS2. Then Heavy Rain was their next one.
Yeah.
Then there was Beyond Two Souls came after that, and then Detroit Become Human was their last one. And that was, I think, 2018. They haven't put anything out since then. But I think that's because the creator got himself in some trouble. Which I won't even get into because his games get a lot of negative viewpoints, or not viewpoints, but
No worries, lad. No worries, Bruce Wayne.
basically people talk down on them games a lot. Because I played another game in their style fairly recently. It was based off of Alfred Hitchcock's movie Vertigo. And it told a really similar story as to the original movie, which I thought was really cool. And it played kind of like Beyond Two Souls and Heavy Rain and all of those. Chris with Uncharted. I cannot get through those games for the life of me. But maybe it's because I'm so used to playing Tomb Raider, which Uncharted is a ripoff of.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh yeah, Beyond Two Souls is really good. If you like Detroit Become Human and Heavy Rain, you'll like Beyond Two Souls.
Yay.
I can't really go into it, but yeah, if you have it, play it.
Yeah.
I will say the lead character in it is played by Elliot Page when he was still going by Ellen Page. And she has that, or he, I'll say, has this. I don't know. It's like a almost like a spirit type thing, or like something that kind of is like linked to her, and it can do stuff. Like at one point, there's these kids who pick on her, and if you want to, you can actually they actually kind of push her to testing her, to making her use whatever this is that she's got. She basically goes carry on them, although it doesn't let you go full carry, but lets you go carry enough to where you can lock the door for a minute and light the place on fire.
Mhm. Duke Nukem. Yeah, I remember Duke Nukem.
Yep,
The only game I couldn't get into, which Barry's playing, is Borderlands.
those are fun.
I couldn't get into that ever.
That's because it's more often with those they require a group to play with, especially once you get further in.
Yeah.
That's really what they're made for, is the co-op part. They get difficult if you're playing them by yourself. But I found if you play them on easy, that kind of lessens that. But even I've had my troubles on it on easy mode.
Yeah. Oh.
Yeah, I'm not really far into Beyond Two Souls, but I like what I've played of it so far. I have to go back to it.
I'm definitely intrigued about this Heavy Rain and Beyond Two Souls. I really am.
Like I said, these style of games, they're like, I guess you could call them more of like almost like a choose your own adventure type thing. Like you aren't really running around shooting stuff, and sometimes it has you doing mundane tasks, but
Is it a bit like
I think
Spyro
they're worth
and
it.
that? Is it a
Say
bit like
what?
Spyro? Is it a bit like Spyro?
No, it's not like Spyro where you're running around and jumping. You're basically playing almost like a real person, only there's like different things going on in the world around them. Like with Heavy
Oh,
Rain, for example, a big part of it is this serial killer called the Origami Killer going around. Like, I can't explain everything without diving into spoilers on these games.
well, that's what people are in the chat for. I want to know more about these games. Obviously, because I am a game. I do like my games myself. So, and if they're intrigued, I can play them with.
I'll link you a couple videos on them that can explain some of these better than me.
Yeah. Well, Mr. Bones has got to go. He's got to do his live. So yeah. So he has to get off because he
All
does
right,
his
we'll
live.
see ya.
Yeah. See you soon, Mr. Bones. So yeah, WrestleMania 2000 on the end. Nintendo 64. Oh,
I
I
had
have
one.
that as well. Well, Mr. Bruce says, "Ciao, Mr. Bones," and he's got Quarry on the PS4.
I'm linking you the trailers for these games right now.
Okie dokie.
Oh, where'd you go? Oh, there she is. What happened?
I don't know. There we are. Oh, nice.
Yep, I had that. I wish I still did.
Yeah. choose your own path games.
Pretty much.
Yeah. I'm just screenshotting these. The Quarry is like a telltale game. Decisions
I
made
have
decide
that
the
one,
game.
but it is frustrating. Because I barely have gotten through like the beginning of it because I keep messing up and it keeps sending me to this old lady who the actress I remember from Child's Play 2, and I've never liked her in anything I've seen her in. But every time you go back to her, she starts bitching, oh, you need to find me these pictures or these artifacts and I can help you find out what happened and da 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 da. I'm sitting there like, really? This is what I have to do? I'm like, no.
Yeah, yeah.
And sadly, I
Night
still
Trap.
own it. I want to go
What's
back
your
to it, but I'm
thought-
going to have to get a walkthrough.
So, what's your thought on Night Trap?
Never played Night Trap. Life is Strange, though, Luis mentioned. I've played all of those. Those are great.
So
But I think the one that went to me, the one that went really liberal was Life is Strange 2 with the two
yeah,
brothers.
yeah.
But
So,
I really like
is
the
someone
first
gonna
one.
teach me how to play these games when I see them?
Um, I said most of these have are on the PS4, which I
Yeah,
believe around here. I'm not sure. I think you can get one for like 200 maybe. I know people online sell them for under that.
yeah.
I don't know exactly what they run
I'm on
here
about
right now.
when I come over. Are you gonna teach me how to play these games that you're talking about? Especially Luis.
Yeah, like I said, they're basically like a choose your own adventure. They usually have multiple endings depending on what you do. Like even if you miss stuff in the level, that'll change the game too.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Luis, that's why I love that first Life is Strange. Chloe is my favorite character in that game. Did you play the prequel of it before the storm? Because that's where you find out what happened to Chloe's friend, Rachel Amber.
Yeah, Clementine is his favorite.
Oh yeah, I think it was. I don't know if it was at the end of the first one or near the beginning of the second one, but I remember a part in one of them with Clementine where I just started bawling. And correct me if I'm wrong. Luis, do you know the part I'm thinking of with Clementine? The part where she finds or is it when when Lee died. Yes, that was it. I cried like a baby. And then I didn't finish season 2. I've got to go back to those. If you can't tell, most of what I've played, I haven't gotten through yet.
It's like me with movies.
It's also because when I'm gaming, I'll have those days when I'll just sit there and I'll play Madden or NBA all day because that's what I feel like doing.
hmm
For me, it's like, okay, if the Detroit Lions are never going to get to the Super Bowl before I die, I can at least take them there on Madden.
True.
Of course, I say we lost our chance last year or the year before when we traded off our quarterback. They traded off Matthew Stafford, who was a great quarterback. Our problem was the damn receivers. They send Matthew Stafford to the Rams. Next thing you know, that year, Rams are winning the Super Bowl. I sat there like, son of a bitch, that could have been us.
Yeah. Brent knows. All I know is that I know nothing.
Well, you clearly know a little bit.
Yeah. Luis's comments.
Oh, yeah. I'll always be a Detroit fan, but I will say, and Chris knows my favorite team, and people in the chat, give me shit all you want. My number one team, Dallas Cowboys. Most people can't stand them.
I have something that I need to get off my bucket list. So, if Ray Night Gamer can help me with that, Luis, I want to see a game, specifically a New York Jets game. Yeah. So, if you want to take me, we can go. That's something that I want to put off my bucket list. You put that off mine, and I'll definitely take what you want off yours. Deal. Detroit is looking pretty good. Oh, Sean 420 is a Lions fan. Oh, Brent feels your pain. He's a Cleveland Browns fan.
We've got Detroit's gotten to the playoffs one time, and that was in like 90 or 91.
Yeah. So, yeah. Jets just got a QB, maybe the best.
Ooh. If Detroit's smart, they'll pick a QB. We fucking need one. We got Jared Goff, and he's some friggin' trash. There's a reason we got rid of him years ago. We had him for a while, and he was some hot garbage even then.
Mm-hmm.
They're the only one of the Detroit teams that does not have a championship under their belt. Our baseball team, the Tigers, have, I believe, 2 or 3. Our basketball team, the Pistons, have 2 or 3 championships, I believe 3. And the Red Wings are one of the only teams in the NHL to win the Stanley Cup back-to-back.
Well,
which is the hockey
any of the
championship.
stuff in New York, I don't mind.
Oh yeah, football tickets are expensive because the Lions game is on my bucket list. But oh my goodness, them tickets are expensive.
Well, whatever teams you support in New York, that's something off my bucket list. Whether it's a baseball game, American football game, anything, basketball, the lot. That's something on my bucket list. I've always wanted to do.
Shoot, New York's got pretty much two of each.
Yeah.
Football, they've got the Giants and the Jets. Baseball, they've got the Yankees and I forget what the other team's called. Hockey, they've got the Rangers and the Islanders. I think that's it.
Well, there you are then. There you go. Hang on. There you go. Baseball it is. I love baseball. So if we can get tickets to go and see a baseball game, I'll be happy. And that's on my bucket list. That's my bucket list. One of my bucket lists. but to do it in New York will be the best. Dre, the other team is the Mets.
Yeah, I couldn't think of it. Yeah, now I remember the amazing Mets.
Yeah.
86.
Yeah. So what? So baseball would be more least expensive than American football, right?
As far as I know.
Well, yeah, baseball game it is.
But I believe the cheapest out of all three is hockey.
I don't mind doing a hockey game, but it's whatever Luis likes. But that's what's on my bucket list.
Like I said, I want to see one of each of Detroit's. It is on my bucket list. I want to see a Lions game. I want to see a Pistons game. Well, actually, no, I can scratch Pistons game off my bucket list because it's pretty infamous, the one game I was at.
I can pay, it's not an issue. I do have money, you know. I just want to do something that's on my bucket list.
Like, I'll send you a video of the game I was at because it's an infamous one here. If you've ever heard of an event called the Malice in the Palace, I was in the nosebleeds when that happened.
Because I might not be able to go to Wembley. Because the prices that they're paying for the seats that I want are too expensive.
Yes, Luis, the Ron Artest incident. I was in the nosebleeds way up top. Thank goodness.
Do you mean
So
that
yeah,
you're
I can.
playing or are you paying?
So yeah, I can scratch basketball off my bucket list, but it's still kind of, oh my goodness, to admit that I was actually there.
Yeah. Yeah. Go to Universal Studios? No, I'd rather be in New York. Go and watch a handball game.
That's boring. It's like watching people bowl on TV or watching golf. George Carlin once said, "You ever tried watching golf? It's like watching flies fuck."
Mm-hmm. Do you get what that
Why do you
means?
think I was happy I was in the nosebleeds? I got to see it all go down, but I wasn't part of it. Yup,
Yeah.
2004, I went with a couple friends.
Yeah. So yeah, that's one of my that's one of my bucket lists, because obviously I'm doing a series, aren't I? 40 things to do in my 40 year of life. So I've done one thing so far, and I want to do. Piss off, Brent. Stop taking the piss. I've only got one man, and he's on here. Give me a minute, Dre. I'm just.
You're good.
I know I'm good. I hate golf.
Louise, Carlin was talking about golf.
I can't stand golf. Pardon me. That's the only sport I detest. I like most sports, but I hate golf. Yeah, I can do like the mini golf. That's it. But I hate golf. I don't understand why people like it.
That last one I just sent you, sent that to Louise.
Oh, this one.
Yes. The one I just put in there at the very bottom.
Yeah. So copy link text. One sec. Yeah. Golf is so boring.
Oh yeah, Carlin's got a whole spiel. Think of the brains it takes to play golf. Hitting a ball
Yeah.
with a crooked stick, and then walking after it, and then hitting it again. I'm like, pick it up, asshole. You're lucky you found it. Put it in your pocket and go the fuck home, will ya?
Louise said thank you for that. Yeah. Rest in peace, Jerry Springer.
Oh yeah, I saw that today. Shoot, we got into that little gaming talk. I didn't even get to talk about what I watched this week.
Yeah, whenever. I don't mind. Whatever. I'm still good.
Well, I did first ones. I did my usual springtime double feature viewing of Coal Miner's Daughter and Sweet Dreams, which are the movies about Loretta Lynn and Patsy Cline, which are two of my favorites. And then 2 nights ago, I watched one from 1975, directed by Robert Altman, called Nashville. It's another country music type movie, but this one, it's telling, basically, it's like, I think 2 or 3 days in the lives of like 24 different characters. And this movie had a star studded cast. I mean, we're talking Lily Tomlin, Ned Beatty, Shelley Duvall, let me think a minute. Ronnie Blakely from the first Elm Street was in this movie in an Oscar nominated role. As a matter of fact, there's a particular scene with her character where she plays a Loretta Lynn type singer, and she's basically overworked and has a breakdown on stage. And it makes me wonder watching that scene, because there's a similar scene in Coal Miner's Daughter where Sissy Spacek as Loretta Lynn has a breakdown from exhaustion, and I'm kind of wondering if Sissy Spacek saw Nashville and took a little inspiration for Loretta's breakdown scene from that scene in Nashville. But that was a really good movie. But it was, yeah, just them three I watched this week.
Yeah. So anyone seen Betty the Bride?
Nope.
What about I, Robot?
Yeah, I've seen that.
I love that film. here's the thing. There's a lot of movies I want to watch with Luis. It sounds crazy, but I'm excited. That's all I'm thinking about in my head. Yeah. So, is there anything else that you've watched?
No, that was it. Just them three. Other than that, I've been watching like YouTube stuff and wrestling. That's pretty much it.
Yeah. I'm gonna show Luis the movies that he recommended. I've got 2 of them here. Yeah, it came dead quick, so we know when I'll be reviewing these. So this is the remake, by the way, that you told me about. The Town That Dreaded Sundown. And pronounce this for me.
Malevolence.
Malevolence. Because I can't pronounce it. I say a different way. I think it's because I'm British. Can't help it. Can't help that I'm British. Yeah. So on Sunday, you have like a little thing, a little section where I recommend movies. Should we, before we get into our list, I think people need to see these Blu-rays, don't you?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. As I said, yeah, we've got some of the best of stuff coming up for you guys in the next couple of weeks. And there's something for Andre coming in the post as well. Oh yeah, I forgot to tell you, Andre. My bits from Sam for you are on the way to my house.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. So, yeah.
While you show them off, I'm gonna go change my shirt really quick.
Okay. So, Sean 420. There's the set on Blu-ray. One of the prizes. Madhouse. Driller Killer. Beatrice Sensi. Eyes of Laura Mars, which is an epic movie. I love it. We've got another copy of Edge of the Axe. So we've had three Edge of the Axes that we've given away so far. And The Prey. So they are all Blu-rays. So yeah. And the same director that directed The Driller Killer actually directed Pasolini. So we got some DVDs as well. So we got First, which is like a vampire flick. Supposed to be good. 4-pack. Bloody Murder 2, Junior and Deadly Species. Footprints of the Moon. Who Saw Her Die. My Dear Killer. The Frightened Woman, which I had to change the case to because the case was badly damaged. So that's the only white case instead of it being yellow. And then, of course, Satan's Baby Doll. And then The Untold Story. So tell me they are good picks.
Oh yeah.
Well, Sean 420 is after The Driller Killer if he wins. And Tyson #1 fan is after Madhouse, Driller Killer and The Prey. So yeah. But the Prey and Edge of the Park are also movie giveaways for Saturday as well. Oh, I've just got a notification on my phone. One sec. Let's see if it comes up. Yeah. Behind the Mask movie that I've ordered is shipped today. It's arriving May 3rd.
Nice.
Yeah. So wet movie. Or do you mean Wet Velvet? That's what the nickname we call Wet Movie 1 is Wet Velvet. So let's get into our list because that's what I think people are wanting to hear. So as I pick the list, Dre, you're first.
Well, my first one you just mentioned is Behind the Mask.
Number 10.
Yep, that's my number 10.
Whoa. So my number 10 is Jason from Friday the 13th. The hockey mask.
Nice.
So what's
Number
your
9
9?
for me is The House on Sorority Row with the Jester Mask.
Ooh. Now my number 9 is Tiger Mask from Your Next.
Ooh, nice.
I love Your Next.
My number 8 is Terror Train. Now, I could have gone a couple different routes with this movie because in it, the killer, every time he kills somebody, it's basically like this killer's going around a costume party on a train. And every time he kills someone, he takes their costume. My favorite one was the lizard. I could have gone with the main mask the killer wears because it's kind of like the one in Alice Sweet Alice. But I went with the lizard mask in it because that was just my favorite one out of the bunch.
Now my number 8 is a movie I've just shown the movie of on my pickups. Believe it or not. It's actually Sackhead from the town that dreaded sundown.
Oh, did you know that that's where they got the inspiration for Sackhead Jason in Friday the 13th, too?
Did they?
Yes.
Whoa. So number 7.
Let's see. Yeah, my number 7 is the old lady mask from Curtains.
Shock. Shock. Well, my number 7 is Denny from Adam Chaplin.
It
He's
went
got
to
like
me.
he's got a black mask. And he's got stuff coming out the mask, and he's got like a little upside down cross. He's got
Huh.
stuff like injecting into himself, like tubes coming out. It's awesome mask. So yeah, you're number 6.
My number 6 is the minor gear from My Bloody Valentine.
Wow. Oh, I can't see my list no more. Well, we've seen it and it's epic.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So yeah. So my number 6 is Leatherface from Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
That's one not on my list, surprisingly.
Now I
Number
am shocked.
5 for me is the pig mask from the end of Motel Hell.
Whoa. Nice. I'm impressed. Well, my number 5 is, we're going with originality, one of the best. Michael Myers from Halloween.
Nice. My number 4 is the Cupid mask from Valentine.
Yeah, I saw the redid one as well.
Oh no, this wasn't the redone My Bloody Valentine. This is a different
No.
movie entirely.
I was on about Luis's comments. I saw
Oh,
just read his second list. Don't worry, we saw it. It's epic. So my number 4 is from the collection and the collector himself.
nice. My number 3 is Ghostface.
You're definitely going original. So my number 3 is Lillian / Charlie from Edge of the Axe. I had to.
My number 2 is Jason, but not the hockey mask. I prefer Baghead Jason from Friday the 13th Part 2.
Yeah.
I love the hockey mask, but there's just Part 2 is one of my favorites. There's just something about that particular Jason to me.
Yeah. Well, my number 2 is, well, we just I showed it before. It's Tiffany from Blood Widow. Gotta have it on my list. Her mask is one of the best I've ever seen in my life.
And my
So,
number 1 was your number 4, the iconic Michael Myers.
no, 5.
Oh yeah,
That
5.
Well, my number 1 is actually Marcus from The Orphan Killer.
I've never seen that one either.
In my very expensive steelbooks. They cost me a bomb, but I had to have them. Both 1 and 2. So yeah. So that's our lists. So yes, I couldn't agree more. Definitely. So for you, Dre, who won your list?
Oh, let's see.
Your top 10 list?
Here. Just a second. I gotta give it to Tyson number 1 fan because his was pretty unique.
Right? Yeah. Oh, Bruce Wayne mentioned the baby mask from Happy Death Day.
I also like the baby doll mask in The Strangers.
Yeah. So who gets your best comment?
Best comment. Ooh. Call me a little biased, but I gotta give it to Chris and his comment about his cat staring at the wall when Barry was smashing his controller.
Okay. Okay. Oh yeah. So we've got 2 new winners from your end. Yeah. So Louise is saying like good one to Bruce Wayne for the Fenton mask on Urban Legends.
Oh yeah.
So I've got to get in touch. Hello, who won? Mr. Bones, come back. Tyson #1 fan and Chris Coker for Andre. And someone else got a double whammy. I can't help it though when he gives me the best comments and the best lists. I'm biased. I can't help it. So it doesn't. It's not that it's fixed. It's just I like his list and I like his comments. So yeah, Luis, you got a double whammy, lad. So yeah, yep. Tom Petty. Yep. So
I don't even know if Chris is still here.
yeah. Yeah. So question is for Tyson #1 fan, Blu-ray or DVD? And what would Chris rather have?
Let me text him to see if he's still on.
So Tyson #1. Yeah, is here.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Chris, you won. Blu-ray or DVD, lad? So we'll do Tyson #1 fan. What Blu-ray do you want? You get one. Yep. Louise said Chris is here.
Yeah, see,
So
but I walked away for 1 second, heard my name.
yeah. You won for best comments,
Yep.
Chris. Just wait for the. You have to let me know if you want DVD or Blu-ray first.
You want a DVD or a Blu-ray?
It's good to get high and never come down.
That's from
Oh,
It's Good to Be King by Tom Petty.
yeah. So Tyson #1 fan. Right, we'll start with Tyson #1 fan because it's just easy to do the Blu-rays. So Tyson, and then we'll go to Chris. That's what I'm doing. So you've got the set, Madhouse, the Driller Killer, Beatrice Sensi, Eyes of Laura Mars, Edge of the Axe, or The Prey. So Tyson #1 fan first, and then Chris can pick his after.
Eyes of Laura Mars is a good one, Chris.
It is a good one. So I'm just waiting for Tyson
I was about to
#1
say, I
fan, and
guess we're
then
just waiting.
yep, it's the waiting game.
Oh, there it is.
Tyson
He said
#1 fan,
Madhouse.
Madhouse. So yeah. So now Tyson #1 fan, you have to message me on wherever, Instagram, Twitter, or email me, and it's on my about, and then we can go from there to get yours sent off. So Chris, your turn, lad. I got 4 copies in total. And mine's upstairs in the bedroom, so mine's out the way. Luis got a bit confused. He thought I was giving away my edge of the axe. Yeah. So Instagram is what is it? Real Skyla Gore Queen, or is it Real Gore Queen Skyla? Forgotten. Hang on, let me
I
check.
forget. Chris said Eyes of Laura Mars.
Right, I had a feeling he was going to pick that. Yeah, so I ordered 4 in total because everybody has said to me that they want that movie. So on my about list, yeah. Instagram is Real Skyla Gore Queen. So Chris, you just messaged me your address on Facebook. Dre, tell Chris
Yeah.
what the comment was that got him that won.
The one about your cat staring at the wall when Barry was smashing his controller.
Yeah. So
Because
yeah,
I did not know that. That was news to me.
Yeah. And I'll say this, Luis is going to get something extra in his mail. Yeah. Am I right, Dre?
Yes.
That Luis should have this something extra. Yeah. Yeah, he said, I knew my cats were good fun fact. I had 4 at the time that happened.
Yep, only had the 4, and then it went from 4 to 8. I forget how many now. I've lost track.
Yeah.
I just know he's got fluffies everywhere.
He's got 9.
Like I said, crazy cat man.
Are you ready for this comment? And then Luis went, no, she wouldn't do that. Oh yeah. What was I going to say? I've got something I want to say to Bruce Wayne. I think Bruce is going to get Luis's parcel. Not happening. Not happening. Dre, you need to see the comments. I just said not happening.
Not happening.
So, Bruce,
Barry's the only one gets to see those.
And Luis is the only person that gets to see mine. So, there you go. So Bruce, I think you're going to get Luis's parcel, so we'll have to get his part, because at the time it was Sean 420, Andre.
Yeah.
It was Sean 420, Bruce Wayne, and Rainy Night Gamer. Whose parcels are sent at the same time that week, because it was Sean, Luis, and Bruce whose parcel, and obviously, Sean got his. He got his movies. So obviously, Bruce is gonna get Luis's. So I'm gonna make sure that they get theirs, each other. And he's put, look at that. He goes, that's right, Skyla. He knows he was just joking with you. Cannibal Holocaust or Ferox? Oh, no, he wants to know which one do you think's the better, Cannibal Holocaust or Ferox? I'm going to sort something out for Sean 420 as well, because I don't like to leave him out. Because obviously I've got...
Best of the chat.
Yes.
Behave yourself.
Behave yourself. Parcel fairy. I am the parcel fairy. Yeah, so yeah.
Oh yeah, that. Got that.
You've got the sweep again tonight, because you've got something mystery coming that no one else is gonna get.
No,
Well,
I think he means fully with me too. As
didn't
far
I
as
sweep?
as far as the sweep,
Yeah.
that's how it went last week.
Yeah. It's when he won the 5 movies. But here's the thing that people don't know. I already sent Luis something extra, and he's gonna get it in like a couple of days. Something very, very exciting, and a movie that I absolutely freaking love. Look what Mr. Bones done. He's cheating on his team and snuck over here.
Oops.
Oopsie. Yeah. So anyway, but yeah, Luis is gonna get something special from me. So yeah. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna end this stream at 2.5 hours, if that's all right with you guys. So we can have like questions and stuff like that now. So the Green Inferno was good.
That's another one I didn't care for.
Yeah. No, but Tyson won. Yeah, I know. They did win as well. But you's all won. But Luis, you get 2 movies from me, and you've got something else special coming in the post. That will be with those 2 movies. But I'm debating, do I this is the thing. Do I do something that I've already got in the house, or do I wait till because I also have Dre. There's a
Yeah.
new another new limited edition photo coming in the post. It's kind of a bit more revealing.
Huh.
So I hope so I kind of hope Luis doesn't mind that the Gold Queen has a limited edition lingerie
Huh.
photo. But there's only like 25 of these available. Oopsie. So, does he want to wait till he gets the first one of those? Or do I just send him one of the other two?
Shoot, I'd make him wait for one of those.
Oh my god. Watch. Can you see that?
Yes.
Nope, it's not. And you'll see that when we're together.
No loads.
Definitely not nudes. Top half, fine. Not the bottom half. Don't do that. But this isn't even a topless pic either. So we'll just say that as well. It's just a classy, how I've done it's classy. So yeah. But I'll just say what's underneath this only belongs to Luis. So even though like I act like I want to look good on live with like my shirt on and shorts and my underwear, but other than that, what's underneath this, even my underwear, is only for Luis. So yeah, it is classy. I was going to show you it to see if it was okay that I could get them done. So yeah. Hang on. I'm going to send him the photograph. Because I think it's easier that I send it. Right? Sean 420 wants us to do top 10 movie soundtracks.
Oh yeah, we still got to do that.
Yeah. I'll write that down. So yeah.
Because I have my list for that still. I never threw it away.
Yeah. So I've just got a quick question for Luis. So are they okay? Is that photo okay? I need to check from you. You can either type it here or type it personally.
Oh, Sean 420, I will say right now, Top Gun is not on my list.
Yeah. So he likes those ones. So he likes the one I've just sent him. So is that the one you want, or do you want one of the other two? That's what I'm asking you. Because there's only 25, but once those 25 go, that's it. There won't be any more of those ones. What do you mean it's okay? So
I think I get where he's going.
Does he want that one or does he want a different one? That's what I'm asking. It's kind of like a bit, but he doesn't have to answer it on here. He can answer me. But as well, Bruce Wayne might have his parcels coming, because as I said, at the time when they won, I've written it down. It was Luis, Bruce Wayne, and yeah, I'm signing it just for you. I'll do a special one just for you. He wants that one. I am going to sign it. So they should be coming in a few days. But I want to see what size I ordered, because I ordered bigger ones. I might even frame it as well, and then wrap it up so it'll be easier. Let me see. Let me check. Yeah. Yeah, I've got 12 by 8. Either in the gloss finish or matte finish. So these ones are 12 by 8. So yeah. So you can either have it as a glossy finish or a matte finish. But his will be the first one. So when I do my because when I do a signing in New Chicago, hey Dre, I'm thinking of
I'm
doing like a
listening.
little signing. Thinking of doing like a little signing with the homies,
Mm-hmm.
and then just charging everybody like $15 for, or I'll do 20 for free.
That'd be a
So
good
like
deal.
whoever hasn't got a photo, I'll do 20 for free,
That'd be a
and then
good
they can
deal.
go, yeah,
Mm-hmm.
like, and we'll get to hang out, and then I can sign the stuff however they want it. We all love a mystery pack, yeah. But I have something else as well for Luis. It's behind me here. Oh, yeah, so I've got a little surprise for him as well. So anyway, let's talk about Saturday quickly before we finish, right?
Mm-hmm.
I've kept 2 copies away back. As you guys know, you're winning an 11 by 13. One's the limited print, and one is the other one. But it'll also come with Edge of the Axe and the Prey. And I've already got my winners, and they both have been on here. So yeah, but it's 2 people that have not been chosen. I purposely not chosen these people because of what they're getting Saturday. So yeah, and we had like 11 people on tonight. So
Nice.
yeah, so yeah, and I'll definitely sign Luis's when it comes, however he wants it to be signed. So yeah, so obviously it's going to be different from others. So yeah, you'll be winning these on Saturday with the 11 by 13s. Yes, a mystery pack. Yeah, you are going to get a mystery pack, mystery set of movies as well. I've got a couple in mind. I bet he's got his recommendation coming in a couple of days. I'm dying to tell him what movie I've sent him, but I still want to keep it a secret because it's a movie I absolutely love, and I was absolutely surprised that you can get it Region 1, and I got it at the right price.
I'm trying to find that ABBA movie. That's one that's been on my list for years.
Which one?
It's called ABBA the movie. I sent you the trailer for it a couple days ago.
Is that the one that was that came out a couple of years ago, or is it the one with the actual band itself?
It's the one from '77 with the actual band.
Oh, so it's not the newer one.
No. This one had the actual band in it, and it was basically, it's kind of like, I'll say it's like a concert movie, but it's got basically what I would consider to be a wraparound story, because there's this country music radio DJ who at the beginning of it has been sent to interview ABBA, but there's all these mishaps that he ends up going through, like he loses his press pass, for example. So he basically ends up following ABBA all over Australia on their tour, trying to get an interview with them. And pretty much a lot of their signature songs are in the movie. So you'll hear live versions of Dancing Queen, Fernando, pretty much all the good ones if they were done at that time. But I saw it on VH1 when I was like 15. I thought it was really cool. And it's just called ABBA the movie.
Yeah. So I'll type that in and look for it. So
Okay.
for you.
Thank you.
You're welcome. You're welcome. Because of all the good stuff you do for me, so why not? And then the Brave, because you've recommended me the Brave one, so
That's one of my favorites.
yeah.
I said, if
Oh,
Chris is still in the chat, I'm pretty sure he remembers. There was a period when I had just bought that movie. I watched it every day for 2 weeks straight. I was that hooked on it.
yeah. Just so you guys know, me arms and me shoulders are a little bit numb. Like it's a little bit sore, like tender.
We are 2 minutes shy from the 2.5 hour mark.
Yeah, only cause no, I'm not like in pain. It's just I took me vitamin B12 injection because I'm licensed to administrate them to people. Oh yeah, before we go, let's answer Brent's question.
For me, it's either popcorn or chips.
Mine's like what they call. I like a snack called Munchies. It's like a chocolate with like it's like a caramel in the middle. It's got like a biscuit. But I
I
like
know what you're talking about. Those
pastels.
are Twix for us.
Yeah, similar to Twix, but I like
Yeah.
fruit pastels as well.
Now, candy wise, if I'm watching a movie, it's usually Skittles.
Oh, I love Skittles. Oh, red vines. Come
Oh,
on,
yeah, them are
chat.
good too.
I want people to put it in the chat. So Sean 420 likes popcorn as well.
It's like you can't go to the theater and not have popcorn.
Yeah. I've got Chris's address. So thanks for that, Chris. Oh, Tyson #1 fan wants to switch his movie to Edge of the Axe. So yeah. Yeah. There you go. I've switched it. Ooh. Oh boy. Someone likes Reese's and I don't like peanut butter. Uh-oh. Chips and popcorn, Cheetos, Reese's. Oh, we got another one that I don't like. Junior mints, Twix.
Oh, them are good.
Yeah, Twix. So yeah. Oh. Oh, oh boy. Sean 420 loves all candy and he goes, awesome, thanks for this and I really enjoyed this live stream.
You're
Wait till
welcome.
Saturday. Saturday's gonna be epic. Hopefully. So you could eat it all, just imagine it's popcorn. What? I can't. I'm the only person in my family that doesn't like Reese's or anything to do with peanut butter. I don't like peanut butter. Or Sammy. I don't mind going a little bit over. It's okay because we're just talking. I don't mind. I'm all right. If I was in a bit more pain, I would have said we'll get off, but I'm okay.
Okay.
So my sister loves Reese's, peanut butter, anything like that. My dad loves peanut butter. It's only me and my younger sister, Alucarda, hates peanut butter. But obviously, Alucarda's got a milk allergy and a peanut allergy.
Mm-hmm.
And yet, our Tory fucking loves Reese's. You've heard our Tory going on about Reese's, haven't you?
Uh-huh.
Yeah. She goes on at me, Reese's this, Reese's that. And I'm like, what the? And I tried it and I thought it was disgusting. That's something I would love to try. I love milk duds.
Oh, them are good too.
So what are they like?
They're basically like them things you were talking about, where it's a chocolate covered caramel bit, only it doesn't have the little cookie or biscuit piece in it.
Yeah. Andre, I've got a question.
Yeah.
Hang on. We could eat garlic knots and Reese's together.
I know what a
Can we
garlic
do?
knot is. I like those.
So what's a garlic knot?
It's basically just a knot of garlic bread.
Yeah, obviously I do.
That's
I'm
all it is. It's
Italian, I
just,
love garlic bread.
yeah, they tie the dough in a knot.
I'll try Reese's again, only for Luis. I'll try it again. Yeah. I want Luis to do something for me on a voice thing. Message me with something. Andre, I want you to say the word Benidorm.
Benidorm.
Say it again.
Benidorm. At least that's how it looks to me.
Benidorm.
Benidorm. I said
Benidorm.
Benidorm.
Hang on, I'll type it in the chat. Because my mate says it a different way. Yeah, read
Yeah, I
that.
see Benidorm, but on my keychains and stuff, it says Benidorm.
Benidorm.
Benidorm. There's another N in there after the I. At least
Yeah,
on my keychains.
yeah. But Lisa, you know my homegirl Lisa, she goes,
Mm-hmm.
Benidorm, Benna. I'm like, wow, Benidorm, Benidorm. I love it when she says it, she goes, I can't wait till you go to Benidorm.
It looks like Benidorm to me.
Yeah. Well, you say it not like we do. I don't know how she said. And he put, no, I'm joking, Skylar. Don't like Reese's. No, I'm allergic to vinegar. Hang on. I'm going to type something in the chat. Ah! What's Benidorm? The place where I used to live for like 15 years. But my friend says it a different way, and I wanted you to say it. I want to hear you say that word.
Well, I
Like
said
on
it. Benidorm.
I meant Luis as well. I just want to hear his. Yeah. Yeah, and that's where I'm going in a few weeks. Benidorm for 9 days.
He'll probably say it a little bit differently than I do. People from Long Island usually have a specific accent.
Staten Island.
I thought he said he was from Long Island.
Staten Island? Well, that's what I thought. I think it might originally be, but but what I've got of his, like, you know what I mean? I'm not going to give it out because I don't give out people's addresses, but it just does say Staten Island. Yeah,
Of course, Staten Island has their own accent too.
yeah,
It's like
yeah,
two completely different things.
yeah. I'm going to wait because I want to hear it myself. Benendum. Benendum. Brent hilarious. Yeah, I was right. Staten Island.
So he's from where the Impractical Jokers are from. And the
Yeah,
Wu-Tang Clan's from there too.
yeah. And we'd have to get a ferry. Apparently, I've been told I've got to get a ferry from
Yep,
there to go and see Jen in Queens.
yep.
But it's free. Apparently, the ferry's free.
Yeah, because I believe Queens is in somewhere in Manhattan. It's one of the 5 boroughs. I know that.
Yeah. Because Jen told me, she said,
Because that's where Run DMC is from. Is
yeah,
Queens.
because that's where they film a lot of Oh yeah, look at that. How cool is that?
Oh, that's awesome.
That is amazing.
He was my dude out of all of them. Method Man. I loved his verses.
Yeah, King of Queens. So yeah, let me go to. Oh, oh, how how weird is this? Tyson #1 fan is from Michigan as well. So
Who is?
Tyson #1 fan.
Oh.
Yeah,
Yeah, I'm about to send you a thing. It's a list of famous people born in Michigan.
yeah. yeah, so oh, I'll kill Labour. Labour's put one of my favourite movies on eBay. All the Right Moves.
Oh, nice.
I love that film.
I've got it, but it's in a double feature with the 90s version of Great Expectations. I only bought it for All the Right Moves. I never saw that Great Expectations with Ethan Hawke and Gwyneth Paltrow in it.
Right, I just had to sort that out. Whoa. You sent me loads tonight, you.
For me?
Yeah, you. Live close to me. Oh, yeah. Method Man lives close to Louise.
Nice.
Yeah, so I've just sent an email to Sean420 and I've sent a message to Tyson #1 fan. He's making a cheese sandwich.
Mhm.
So yeah. Yeah. I had oh yeah, what did everybody have for dinner tonight? I want to know what people had for their dinner.
I didn't exactly eat other than some nacho fries that Barry brought me back from Taco Bell. When I have
Oh
my
no.
headaches, I can't eat nothing.
Yeah, well, we still had something. So, because Sean420 is having a cheese sandwich. So, but then what did you have for your tea, lad? Oh, pizza. I want to know what flavour pizza Chris had. You, what? You had nothing for dinner? What the? Like, oh, pepperoni. That's the standard. I've heard that that's your standard pizza you have is
Pretty
pepperoni.
much.
Oh, cheddar cheese. Oh, nice. Meatball sandwich earlier. It's almost midnight now. I don't have an appetite really anymore for some reason. Why? That sucks. Donkey balls, that lad. Well, I had something kind of a bit exciting for dinner. I had a Chinese special curry that had
Ooh.
too, which is like pork, beef, shrimp, like the big shrimp,
Hmm.
chicken, um,
Nice.
smaller prawns. We call them prawns, the smaller shrimps.
Hmm. I see.
Um, um, with like onions, mushrooms, peas in a curry. So it's basically a Chinese special curry with
Hmm.
egg fried rice, boiled rice, and chips, fries. It was so good. But it's like the best takeaway, near me, best for the best Chinese food, and
Hmm.
oh, it's so good. You guys are making me funny. I'll I'll pass on sucking donkey balls. No, it's just that's a saying that we say.
I've heard that.
Yeah. Hey, I'm bringing out the Scouser in me.
Ooh. Let's see.
Balls. What's favorite? What's people's favorite brand of frozen pizza? Oh, that's a hard one.
I don't
That.
know what company. I don't know what company makes it, but they've got one here. It's like the delivery pizza they get in Stranger Things. That's like my favorite one right now. It's really good, especially the Supreme.
Oh, damn it, that's a hard one. That. Because I don't know. The one I can think of is Dr. Erka. It's a brand in the UK. I like their pizzas. Streaming Sicilian, my
That's
favorite.
a good one
Ooh,
too.
yeah.
And we have a place here. I haven't tried them yet, but they basically make up pizzas that you can just take home and bake yourself with pretty much anything
Yeah.
you want on them.
Sean 420, if you see Derek Dulce's comments, can you put like a timeout on it, please? Because Brent can't find the comments. Tombstone or Jacked when I was a kid.
Those are both good too. Totino's is another good one we have here too.
Yeah. See, I have the most prettiest friends ever. That's my friend Jen. And then speaking of Lisa, her Facebook profile, there's a picture she put up the other day, and I absolutely love it. I have to show you. See, I have the most beautifulest friends ever. So yeah. I have to find that picture of it quick. Ooh, Sean 420's eating a hot pocket. Yeah. See, that's what I was saying. I have the most amazing friends. Gorgeous friends. Let me see if I can get a bigger one. Yeah. That's her on Easter.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. And I don't know why people pick on her. We'll finish soon, don't worry. Okay.
Okay.
No, you don't. No, we're not on about you, we're on about Dre. We're gonna finish soon because Dre's getting tired.
Yeah, I'm getting tired. And not from the weed. I've been up since 9 o'clock this morning.
Yeah, I haven't really slept much either. Yeah. So yeah, that was my dinner. So yeah, for the change, usually I'm just snacking on like bread or rice, or I've even got pasta. Yeah, that's how Italian I am. I had pasta for breakfast this morning and didn't even eat lunch. So yeah. So where's I'm shocked. Where's Luis? Don't stop. We're stopping in 10 minutes anyway, so. I don't know where Luis is.
Yeah, I see him in the comments for a second.
He only said something about. It's like the Skyla Pimpernel. In a good way. Because I wanna listen to what he's got. He sent me a message, so I wanna listen to how he says that word. But obviously, I want to keep that between us. Do you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And I want to put my earbuds on, but I can only do it from this phone. If that makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we've got 9 minutes left in the chat, and definitely we've got 9 minutes left in the chat because Dre's knackered. I'm knackered. And then I'll sort things out with people. Yeah, so of course. I don't know. I want to do mystery again with Luis. Mystery picks because I've got there's a movie there I'd like him to watch. Ooh, favorite discontinued drink.
Ooh, Surge.
Discontinued drink. Oh man. The only one I can think of, but I don't know the brand of it. It's called green cream soda. That's the type of drink, and it's you can't get it anymore. But I don't know the brand. We used to get it from we call our drink in the UK pop here in Liverpool. So we used to get from our pop man every week, and
Mm-hmm.
it was a place called Schofield's. I don't know if it's still around. I think it might have gone now, but we used to get green cream soda, and it was the best ever. Because our neighbour, when I grew up as a kid, he was our pop man, and he used to
Mm-hmm.
knock on us. And he used to go to my mum. He used to go, Daphne. And my mum would go, and actually, it's my mum's birthday today as well. So we don't speak about it. He used to go, Daphne, I've got the green cream soda here for your Skylar here.
Mm-hmm.
Well, your Kerry, whatever. And he goes to, and my mum would go, yeah, sound, how much do I owe you? And it would be like 80 pence for like 2 bottles of green cream soda. But we paid like, I think it was like 8 bottles for like £1.50. That was back in the day. That was like late 80s, early 90s. And it was 8 bottles for £1.50. You don't get 8 bottles for £1.50 anymore.
No, you don't.
You get 3 for £1.50 now. Oh man. My dad, yeah, we had a milkman as well, you know. We had a milkman come on his milk float.
Before my
They
time,
were the days. Yeah.
we didn't have that around here.
Yeah. We had a milkman, a pot man, a video man that'd come round, and they had
Damn.
all the VHS, you know, all like the bootleg
Yeah, we
VHSs.
had to go to all the rental shops and all that. We didn't
We had
have, well, we had one here that would actually, it was a pizza place and a rental shop in one. They would usually also bring movies to your house along with the pizza.
yeah. So we had
But
the
that
at this
closed in, I think it was like the late 90s, maybe?
yeah. Well, we had it. It was tell Barry I said good night.
Oh, I will.
Yeah. So anyway, so we had this VHS man. I'll say this quickly before we go. And all the VHS were in the back of the car, but it was like Nightmare on Elm Street, Hellraiser, Return of the Living Dead Part 3. This
All the good
I was
stuff.
like all the good stuff, all the good horror, all the good comedies and stuff like that. And but one of the guys used to date my half sister, so we'd come round, but we'd get like say like we pick 3 for like 250 or something like that. We'd get an extra one because my sister was dating the guy, and then his mate well I was like 15, 14, 15. And his mate had a crush on me. Don't know why, but the guy had a girlfriend and everything. And oh man, all I'll just say
You know,
is
you would have
something
loved the place
happened.
I worked at.
Yeah, just something happened that shouldn't have happened. What was it? What's the name of the? Oh, I've got to name the street, the road now. Bucky Hill. That's it, Bucky Hill. It was like a little like load of like grass, and used to play like soccer there and that. And there was like a car park where nobody could see you. I'm not gonna mention, but I would felt a little bit uncomfortable. And then I said to my first ever girlfriend in a letter to her, and she showed her mum. And then it got back to my mum, and my mum wasn't happy and wanted to know who the guy was. That was like basically trying on with me, and I couldn't say. And then because I couldn't say, they stopped selling the VHS to us, and my sister or half sister ended the relationship with the VHS man.
Mm-hmm.
But then we had the mobile, like this mobile like tuck shop sort of thing. You used to
Mm-hmm.
call it a tuck shop, and he'd come round every night. We used to we used to call him Ronnie, and he used to like, but he'd have like come round in his van, and he'd climb over, and he'd have like all these different candies and chocolate. I used to get like the jelly rings. You remember them, don't you?
Yeah, I know what you're
Big
talking about.
massive, big massive bag of them for like 50p. God, it was
Nice.
insane. And like he'd have like cigarettes. He wouldn't have it. He would. He wasn't allowed to sell alcohol in this, but he had cigarettes. He had like carton drinks, like the little
Mm-hmm.
carton drinks, and oh man, it was like a sweet haven. Like chips, you named it, he had it, and it was all dead cheap. So we used to all like spend our pocket money like every night. So we like get like about say like $2 every night because it was cheap as chips back then. And we
Mm-hmm.
used to go, we want this, we want this, we want that. No wonder I was fat. Not saying that in like a bad kind of way, but
Well, I know.
the temptation was there. The fizzy drinks, the chips, the candy, the sweets, the chocolate, you name it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yep. He was. He was like the Willy Wonka of Fortin. That's where I lived when I was growing up. You know how Wardlow used to say, middle of nowhere, Ohio, Middlefield, because it's like a middle of nowhere.
Yep.
I lived in the middle of nowhere in Fortin, and our nearest, like like corner store was like 30 minutes away, and we had to walk it. We
Me and
had to
my group
walk
of
it.
friends had our own name for Holton Lake, and I'm sure Chris remembers this. We used to call it Bumfucked Egypt.
Oh boy. Yeah. So
Because it is middle of
yeah.
nowhere. Blink and you
And then we
miss it.
had we had a church on the top of our street, and like a place where we could play it, like on this big massive field. We called it a gyro, but it had
Mm-hmm.
like tennis courts, like fields. So if we could play like tag, we'd hide in the bushes, or we'd hide in the menkeys at the back of the church, which is like it's school. So
Mm-hmm.
we'd always hide there. We had loads of like different. Hey Jim, I'm feeling a little bit better. So how are you, sir? Hope that you're well. Jim is I'm on like a panel with Jim with we do all the colours of the door together.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah. So if we get called back up, Jim, I've got my movies ready to watch them and ready. So whenever the date is, I'll just have them in my head. But if it's like the 16th of May, I'll make sure that I've watched them before I've gone away, and then do the live with them. So yeah, part unknown Yeah. But like where I lived, it was a good place to live when I was little. I know. I'll just say this quickly, yeah. So it was a good place to live. It wasn't like it wasn't like bad, like really bad where other places of Liverpool is really, really bad. But
Hmm.
we did have issues, I'm not gonna mention it, like drugs and stuff like that. We did have that. But it was a good safe place to play. We had like parks like down the road and we knew that we were kind of safe. And it was those days where you'd come back in when the lights
Yep,
went
when the
dark.
streetlights came on.
Yeah, you knew. But sometimes
Yup.
I'd run away. There's times when I'd run away and my mum would be looking for me at 11:30 at night and couldn't find me because I had like hiding specs so no one could find me. So if something bad happened to me, I knew where to go, if that made
Hmm.
sense. So yeah. But like at the end of the day, it was a fun place to grow up, but I just didn't like the house and what was going on in the house. So yeah. So anyway, I think we should end it because we've been on over 3 hours. So Dre, tell people where they can find you.
You can find me on YouTube at the Dark Elm Street Lagoon, Twitter at Andre Shot 1, Instagrams Kome Sawaguchi02, PlayStation Kome Laguna 84, and Xbox Karma Bytes 84.
Yeah. So you can find me obviously here at Skyla Loves Movies, Vlogs and Travel. Um, if I feel up to it, there might be a video tomorrow night, but if not, there's going to be a video Saturday. So yeah. Oh, so cute. So yeah, and then you'll find me Instagram at Real Skylar Gore Queen. Both my Twitter accounts are Skylar Bronson or Gore Queen Skylar on Twitter, and then my Facebook Skylar Bronson. And I don't really, oh yeah, I do have Hive, but I don't really use it, and I don't really use Tumblr. So yeah, but yeah, so we're gonna finish here. So Luis, I'll be messaging you as soon as we finished. So yeah. So I hope you've enjoyed this live stream. We had fun tonight, so I wanted to say
Been a lot of
thank you
fun.
so thank you so much, you guys, for cheering me up. Very much appreciated it. Thank you to Dre for being my tag team partner as always doing this.
You're welcome.
And I love it. So Dre, it's over to you next week, lads. So
Alrighty.
I hope we got a good one. You'll
I'll
let me know
have something
Monday.
to you by Monday.
Yeah, he'll let me know Monday. So yeah. Thank you all for watching. Love yous all. Ciao. Good
Peace.
night.